New Westminster has changed so much over the last 10 years, mainly due to immigrants who have come in. And these changes have brought in so many new cultures, new languages. And so today what we're going to try and do is through the process of storytelling, we try and understand different perspectives and try and kind of find common ground over here, because all of us have been through some sort of change in our lives, and finding that common ground for all of us, it just helps us to have this understanding in our community as to what it is to live in a strong and welcoming community, and at the same time also what needs to be changed. So when you listen to their stories, also reflect on your own experiences in life and share those reflections with one another.
I found myself lost. I couldn't determine where I am. So I was looking for any signal I couldn't find at that time, and the only thing I do was chatting with my husband, who is still living in Iraq, asking for help. And of course it was not helping for me to ask him. And I start to with many bad ideas and thoughts blowing in my mind. And I just sit on the bay on the side of the street and almost in tears. At that moment, I really want and wish to die.
Coming from a warm tropical climate, we enjoyed our first winter here. But as the novelty wore on and the reality setting in that we have to make a living to survive here, we started looking for a job. But after a series of rejections and frustrations, being told, yes, you have good qualifications, you have a good work experience, but you don't have any Canadian experience and Canadian education credentials. So after a while, me and my wife talked it over and made the decision that I have to go back to Brunei because I have an open invitation there to work there. I have to leave my family here. So in a cold, early winter morning, while my children were asleep in the hotel that we were staying at the time, I was about to leave for Brunei. My heart was ready to explode of regret and remorse. I was really very sad. But my wife reassured me that they'll be okay.
One day, for first time in Canada, I wanted to make an appointment for a doctor. I just called them and say, okay, I would like to make an appointment. She asked me some question so that I couldn't understand her. I said, I'm sorry, I can't speak English very well. And she said me, okay, you can't speak English, so we can understand each other. And she just hung out the phone. So after that, I thought all the people in Canada is like her. Everybody don't want to care about me, so I can't speak English with them, and they just wanted to ignore me.
Shortly after we moved here, I was lucky enough to find a job in a management role, which was similar to what I had back in Mexico. Lots of differences in the workplace. That was probably one of the first challenges I faced. Way too many differences. I'm just going to give you a simple example. In Mexico, as a manager, you're expected to go in every morning and greet everybody in your team with a handshake and to make a little chit-chat. As unproductive as that sounds, well, it's team building. It helps a lot with team building. But things are way too different here. By the third day, I was handshaking people here in my team. I was being perceived as the germ spreader. I swear I could see people's face, terrified every time I was coming close to them, thinking to themselves, oh my God, he's going to do it again. And just like that, I can tell you many different stories of the differences I found. So 3 months into the project I was managing, I was pulled off from it. Reason, I wasn't a good fit for my team. It was devastating. I remember going back home thinking, what am I going to do now? Does this mean I'm going to be let go from the company? As a new immigrant, it was one of my biggest fears. I remember when I saw my wife, I looked her in the eye. The only thing that could come out of my mouth was, "I am sorry, I failed you."
Later on, I call a friend and ask him to help, and he's living here, and he helped me to get back to my home, finally. After that, I can consider that switch after stop. So I have to switch my life to the different lifestyle. I have to stand up again.
So when I stayed here, I again pursued looking for a job. I attended job search programs, professional development programs from Dandel, self-employment programs from Douglas College. I tried menial jobs at a big box retail store and do on the side direct selling of knives, insurance policies, legal plans, nutraceutical products. I tried everything.
Then one day I had to go to bank for order checks, and I still couldn't speak English very well, but I didn't have a choice. I had to go because I hadn't any friends to help me. And I go there and said, "Hello, I would like to order checks." And she was very friendly, and she asked me something twice. I couldn't understand again. So she asked me, "What's your language?" I said, "Farsi, Persian." And she said, "Okay, wait a minute." And then she called me and she gave me a phone. On the phone was translator. So maybe it was so simple for her to go and call someone for translator, but it's making me very happy. And he showed me, it told me, okay, you're not alone. There is someone that they care you. They care about you. If you can speak English and you need help. So after that, I've been trying to look at good things in my life in positively.
I thought to myself, how am I the strong, responsible husband that she needs at this moment, going through the change, following me all along, and coping through that transition? I was not being that strong person she was looking for. So I realized I needed to be stronger, I needed to suck it up pretty much and keep going. So that was my motivation to keep finding ways of learning how to do smarter things and how to be smarter at work and how to do things differently and adjust and adapt and keep my personality and keep my culture.
My teacher advised me one day to write down my memories, and it was an excellent idea for me. So I started to write down all the events that I went through since I came here, and maybe I will finish a book later on to left it to my next generations. And what's LG means for you? LG, the brand mark. It means life is good. Okay. So life is good, and it deserves really to be lived in a good way.
I'm now building a business on telecommunications and information technology, home entertainment, and business tools. It's a big challenge for me because it's not my field of expertise. But I'm happy with what I'm doing now because I'm feeling a level of success. I'm now experiencing a level of success. But most importantly, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much for that.
I'm doing better, so now I have a friend here. Even though it's hard to find it, but I have it. And even though I can't speak English very much, there is some people that they help me. So, yes.
Needless to say, I stayed with that company for 6 more years, very successfully, I have to say. Did I stop there? No. I recently took yet another challenge. I became an independent practitioner. So I'm going through bruises and broken bones all over again, experiencing change and anxiety sometimes. But I've been here before, so I know it's just a matter of adapting to change once again.